Hello, everyone. Good morning. Brenda over here at Blasterworks. Nice to see y'all. And it is Sunday, which is my trash snack talk day. No flea market this morning because why is it? There isn't one. Well, there is one, but it's kind of far away, and we just didn't feel like going. And plus, it was supposed to be kind of drizzly, rainy today, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. It's California, so 2% chance of rain. It's like, oh, it's going to rain, and it doesn't rain. All right. So, anyway, but our snacks are from Egypt this month. Oh, I still need to stamp October on here. And we are in week 41, or we're doing week 41, which is last week. So let's dive into the snacks real quick. We tried this chips. They're just potato chips, and they kind of had a texture like Pringles, and but they were roasted chicken flavor, and they did taste like roasted chicken. They had a nice like rosemary type thyme, that kind of like flavor to it, and you could still taste like chicken. So flavor wise, this was spot on to what it said it was. Um, like I said, you can kind of tell it's kind of like a Pringle style, which means they probably just shape it. It's probably just a bunch of potato dust with the spices and stuff, and they just shape it into the chip. But it doesn't matter. It tasted good. I liked it. Hubby opened the bag, ate it. He saved some for me to try. I just needed to try one. I was fine, and then I asked him if he wanted the rest, and he was like yes. So he liked this one. I could tell just by his reaction. So we'll give this like a 9 out of 10. It was it was actually what it said it was. Um, and then I tried we only had 2 this week. And then next week I'll have like 3 snacks and then 2 snacks again. I try to divide it up that way. And then this was the sweet that I tried, and it was full of chocolate. This was kind of like a wafery, and there was a wafer cookie on the bottom. And you guys know I'm not a big fan of wafer cookies. They're kind of dry to me. And this one, uh, besides the good amount of filling, it had like a chocolate coating also over it. Not over it, but the little designs or whatever. So flavor wise, it was good. I just didn't like the dry wafer. I mean, like when you bite into it and then it sticks to your lip, the wafer part, because it's so dry. Yeah, that was this. Um, I'd say probably 7 out of 10. And then it was really weird because I tried those, and then I went to work, and at work, someone had brought in this, and it's a crispy wafer with creamy nut filling. All right, and this one also had, but this one has full on chocolate over it. And I just saw the shape of it. I said, I'm going to try that and see if it's similar to this, because see, the shapes are pretty much the same. And it was. There was a wafer cookie underneath this one also, but I think because of the chocolate surrounding it, it was better. It wasn't as dry. So I really did like the Kinder brand better than that one. And it was like a hazelnut filling versus the chocolate, but I do love chocolate, and I do like hazelnut also. But I would say this one was like an 8 out of 10, just because the wafer cookie was felt a little bit more moist, not as dry. Flavor wise, they were both good flavor wise, but the wafer sticking to my lip, that just drives me crazy. This, ooh, this is a from the watermelon we had. Uh, there was a cute little sticker on there, so I'm gonna stick that somewhere. And then these are just mail, like a trash, just to have for journaling purposes, because the prize, the 1,000 subbies giveaway that I had, the prize arrived at its destination. Anna is happy. She has everything. It arrived safe and sound. So now I can put away my receipt, which I keep out in case I need to check the tracking and all that kind of stuff. So this is more to show that what I did at this point, in time, is what was I mailed off my giveaway prize. So that's what that is for. And then this is just I got it in the mail, and it's for our statewide special election. And I figured I could use this. Not only is it showing the history or what we're doing at this time, but I can use it as a journal card. So I can just kind of gesso over the back of this, and this will be my journal card. So that's why I kept it. So it's like journaling, showing what's going on at the same time, and it has a purpose as the journal card. So that's why I kept that. All right, so I'm going to start putting together my piece. Obviously, this will be the page, and then pockets and decoration as normal, and journaling card, and just this will just be tucked in into one of the pockets. But anyway, yeah, so what happened last week? Oh, well, last week, as you know, I started working at another location just 2 days out of the week. I did it on Thursday and yesterday on Saturday. And I was concerned about the commute, which actually it took an hour to go the 27 miles there. I left the house at about 7:45 in the morning, and I got there at 8:45. So I got there 15 minutes early, and they have a Whole Foods right next door. So I just went because I forgot to bring a bottle of water with. So I just went and got me a bottle of water while I waited to get in, because there was nobody in the front. I think they were in the back on the computer, so they didn't know I was at the door. So I just waited and came in when they opened the door at 9 o'clock. I need to clean this still. But yeah, so I worked there on Thursday, and it's a really cool little store. The lab is the size of a walk-in closet, pretty much. So that took time to get used to, and it always takes time to get used to the flow, because I'm used to my lab, so I'm used to having things in a certain place. So it did take me a little while to get used to the flow. And in such a small environment, I had to find everything, like where this is, where that is, etc. But all in all, the team there, very nice associates there, very friendly. And I am there to help because they have a new store manager. So I am there to, what am I doing? I was just cutting, to help, because she's new to optics and everything. So she's going to have to learn the ropes on every aspect. So I'm there to help with the manufacturing end of it, and teaching her a few things on optics too. So that's cool. And she's really, really, really nice. And she has a lot of ambition, so, she knows what she wants to do there, her goals and stuff. So I'm just there to help her achieve what she wants, and train her along the way with what knowledge I have. I spent last week, the 2 days there, I spent a lot of it, sorry, let me get these out of the way, cleaning and organizing, because, like, to me, if I like to have everything, like, if all the packing supplies, I don't want the stuffing over here, the boxes over here, the tape over there. I'm putting everything in one area. So all of your packing supplies go here. All of your tools go here. All of your towelettes and blah, 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 all those boxes go here. Lab supplies here. You know what I mean? I don't like it scattered around. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it's no fault of the people there, because this location has been running without a store manager for like maybe 4 months or so. So the only person there was the assistant store manager running the show, and he's also the only one that does the lab aspect. So he's doing the lab aspect and running the store, and doing his job. And so he's the one that's taking a vacation because he needs a break. I don't blame him. So it's no fault of that. It's just when you're short staffed, sometimes this is what happens. And so I'm also teaching him. So when he comes back from his vacation, I will still probably be there. And then I can also show him some stuff that he didn't know about, that he had asked that he wanted to learn. So, yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like it because it's a break, it's a break in the routine. And like I said, the commute wasn't too bad. It took me an hour to get there. It did take like an hour and maybe roughly 15 minutes to get home. So a little longer to get home on Thursday. But it's not, like I said, it's not horrible. I just listened to a podcast. I listened to a Let's Read podcast, which is this guy, he narrates and he tells like true stories, and they're like spooky, creepy stories. Some of it is history, like, but they're all pretty like, not, they're not all creepy, but like crime type of, that kind of thing, that kind of genre, and also spooky, creepy. Yeah, it's Let's Read, and I listen to that podcast on Spotify in case you guys are interested in anything like that. Let's see, I don't know what I want to do here. This one I accidentally broke, so I need to figure out a way, because I would like to keep it whole. I might have to just glue this whole thing down. I'll open it and then kind of glue it together to itself. I think that's what I'll do, because I messed up on the packaging here. See, it's also torn there, but I want to clean it on the inside before I glue it together. And then I went back on Saturday. Now, Saturday commute obviously is better because there's no traffic. Not that many people are going to work on Saturday, or school, that kind of thing. So it took me 30 minutes to get to work on Saturday, and about 30 minutes actually getting home, although the traffic on the way home seemed like there was more pockets of stop and go on the freeway versus going to work. So I really thought it was going to take a little longer to get home, but it wasn't too bad. And since they had a Whole Foods right next door to that store, I was able to get dinner for hubby and myself. So when I got home, we already had dinner ready because I bought it at the store, which is also a plus. We just got some soup. And I got soup for him, and I got me some sushi. Okay, so like I said, I want to kind of glue that down if possible. So I'm gonna have to get the double-sided tape. Okay, I'm gonna kind of let that dry. A lot of this I might have to just let it dry. Don't do anything to it. And I hate that. Wish I had more trash to put in there. I like that state of California, though. How can I do this and journal at the same time? Don't really need that, I don't think. Do I? Kind of. Problem is, I want to keep this whole image, and journal on the back, but I want to put it in here somehow. Maybe as a tip-in. I don't know. This could also be a pocket, or I could cut it. I could cut it and then use that part as the hinge and have it kind of going like that. And then this part would flip so I could write on. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. All right, anyway. So yeah, so then Saturday the commute was better. And just like I said, I'm doing the manufacturing end, which is mostly quality checks. So we have to check the quality of the jobs that are coming in from the outside labs. And then we also get some where it's just the lenses, and we already have the frame at the location. So then we have to edge it down, like I showed you guys before on the New Year's video on how we do that. So I have to do some of that too. Actually, I'll do this like that because I don't need that bottom part there. Glue that on there. Let me gesso that back first. I'm all over the place, you guys. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm just organizing, and I have been given free range. They're like, do whatever you want to do in there. But I still ask because I don't like to just come in and be like, hey, I'm changing this and this is my way and all that. No, I'm trying to do it the proper way. Like stay within although I do cheat sometimes. I'm not going to say cheat, but I do have like, ugh, dirty. I do have my own thoughts on how things should go, and it doesn't match like how it's supposed to go. So I will sometimes put in my own ideas, but it's not nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's just more efficient. Um, but yeah, they gave me carte blanche. They said, order if you need to order anything, order whatever you think we need, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, so I'm just setting it up. I spent mostly yesterday reorganizing one of the cabinets and a file cabinet. And then throwing out stuff that they don't need, that's just taking up space, because like I said, that lab is the size of a walk-in closet and you don't have storage, you don't have a lot of space in there. So whatever space you have, you need to make sure you use it wisely. Hold on, let me jar this real quick. All right, so enough of that. I'm going to probably speed up. I'm going to stop talking and then just do it, because I don't want this video to be too long, and also because I need to get a new phone. I'm running out of memory, so I can only do one video at a time, which is usually I like to do like a few videos, get started, because I have the Halloween, the Spooky Divas. I need to work on my Scrappy 8. I need to work on. So I have these videos that I'd like to get started, but I can't right now because I would have to finish them in order to upload and all that kind of stuff, because my phone is running out of memory. So I do need to get a new phone, which is on my to-do list. So I'm going to keep this one short, not short, but so I'm going to do it, speed it up, upload, get it on YouTube so that I can start the next video. This is my life now. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to be quiet and just do for now. So, done, done, done. And nothing new or exciting, I guess. Chip bags always seem to be the page because of their size. And then I use this as a pocket for my receipt for the mail. And then I have that back there for decoration. I have my junk mail thing here for a journaling card. And then I just stuck the sticker here. And that is it. I just have to remember to journal because I always seem to forget. I did journal last week. And so this will go in here like so. And that is it. Now, next week is going to be a tiring week for me because I have 3 doctor's appointments scheduled for hubby. And then, and one day I have the doctor appointment and I go to work on Friday. So that day will be a little tough, but that's okay. And then I also have, I'm still going to the other location. So, oh yeah, and then I have to use my 30% off at Kohl's because I got that. I'm getting new pots and pans because ours are a little burnt and crusty and warping and all that stuff, but they are probably a good over 15 years old. So yeah, it's time to replace them anyway. Okay. Anywho, I hope you guys had a great week last week and are going into a good week, productive week. Like I said, I'm going to upload this video and then I'm going to work on the Spooky Divas challenge. And then I'm also going to try to figure out, I'm still trying to determine Scrappy 8, which picture I want to use. I know a lot of you want to see the heavy metal version, but I think I've changed my mind. I'm not going to tell you, but if I do change my mind, I'll still show you the picture of the heavy metal one or a couple of pictures of my heavy metal days. Okay? All right. Anywho, thanks for joining me today. I hope everyone has a great Sunday and week ahead. As always, I love you all that are here. My old faithfuls, thank you so much for supporting my channel and giving me someone to talk to and banter with. That's the part that I enjoy the most, I think. All right. Take care, everyone. Tschüss.